Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. Today we are going to be playing or trying to meld Titania, Voice of Gaia into Titania, Gaia Incarnate. It's going to be a standard best of one list that has 24 creatures, 7 non-creatures, 29 lands, and an average converted mana cost of 2.8. Now, I'll explain everything here shortly, but the main idea here is to play Titania, Voice of Gaia, and to try to meld it with Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. Now, before we get into the list, I would like to say one thing, and it's my own personal opinion. I think meld sucks. I think meld is a terrible mechanic. After playing for like 2 days straight, and I tried multiple meld cards, I guess, like Urza, like Titania. I tried Mishra as well. Meld is absolutely terrible. It's never going to be competitive in my opinion, and it's never going to be anything more than just a fun mechanic. Now, you know me, you know that I do like to make less competitive mechanics into more competitive. So I try to make as much of a competitive deck as possible, and this is what I came up with for Titania. Now, the reason why I think that meld is not going to be competitive, because it requires a lot. It requires a lot of setting up, it requires a lot of supporting cards, and it requires just so much. And sometimes the thing that you get from melding, let's say Urza Planeswalker is a very good Planeswalker, so the payoff is very good for all the effort that you've put in. But something like Titania here, I love it, right? It's a fun card. It's a cool creature, big creature, you know. I like all of it, but it's just the elemental avatar, the incarnate, is not all that good, to be honest. It really isn't. You need to set up a lot. You need to fill up your graveyard with lands, and then you later on get them back when you meld into Titania. And at the very least, out of 5 games, you might do it once, and it might be big once, but it gets removed so easily. Like all that effort you put in just goes away. But nonetheless, we made a relatively winning deck. This deck wins more than it loses, which is pretty good. So a very positive win rate when it comes to this list. And this is what we came up with. So a lot of creatures in the list. We're running 24 creatures and also 29 lands, because we need to mill as many lands as possible for Titania to work. So let's get right into it, right? We need negate. I found out that negate was really useful, especially if we're running blue. We're basically splashing for blue for negate and Slogurk here, but we do need negate to hopefully protect our Titania or protect something that's valuable, like Slogurk, that applies enough pressure, right? So negate 2 of here, pretty good. Our mill cards, right? We need cards that mill. We have Old Rutstein, Undead Butler. We have Blanchwood Prowler. I like this creature here, because you might mill this land, the Argoth land, and if you mill it through this creature, you can get it back. So I really like that mechanic. And instead of running that 3 mana creature, I forgot what it's called, the one that where you mill cards and then you get a land back, it's 3 mana, it's a 2/3. I'm good off of that. Let's run a 2 mana creature that can put a +1 counter on it. We don't really care for it. We just want to mill some lands, get them back, hopefully, even though we want the lands to be in the graveyard. But if we were to mill an Argoth, we would want to get it back so we can meld it with Titania. Teachings of the Kirin should be a 4 of here. If anything, to be honest, you can have a healthy ratio of 2 Prowlers for Teachings of the Kirin and 4 Undead Butlers, but I like the split here, and it's been performing well. We get to our removal here, Tear Asunder. It deals with pretty much everything, and if you pay 2 extra mana, 1 in a black, so you pay 4 mana in total, you can deal with target non-land permanent, which is also pretty good, because we are struggling when it comes to that. But we've got some secret spice in this list. We get to Titania. Obviously Titania needs lands in the graveyard, and we can make that happen with the milling that we have in the list. Also Titania works pretty well with Slogurk here. Slogurk, you put basically lands into the graveyard. Slogurk benefits off of that as well, so you're not fully relying on Titania. This card can be relatively slow, so you need cards that benefit off of having lands milled or discarded, like Slogurk. we get to Old Rutstein. Old Rutstein is a pretty decent card. Very good card when it comes to graveyard mechanics, because it provides you with just a lot of options, right? So that's very good. It can provide you with mana. It can provide you with the blocker. It can provide you with a blood token that you can later on use to discard more lands to get your Slowgurk bigger or fill up your graveyard for Titania. We get to Body Launderer here. Body Launderer has been amazing for me. I love Body Launderer. Before Body Launderer, let's talk about this. Gitaxian Puppeteer. You might see the Gitaxian Puppeteer in the video. I've had 2 Launderers and 2 Puppeteers. The Puppeteer is absolutely not terrible, but it sucked for me. At the very least, you can get back a Titania, which is why I have it in the list. You can get back a Slowgurk as well, or an Old Rutstein, or any of your mill creatures here, basically. But it cannot get back your spider, which you really need. You really need a removal. It cannot get back your spider because it requires creatures with mana value 3 or less, and it cannot get back your Body Launderer, so you can do this loop over and over again. So I had to cut this card. It was very underwhelming every time I saw it, so I had to cut it. Body Launderer here works very well with all the creatures that we have in the list, because not any of them has more than 3 power. We can get back the spider, which can act as removal. We can get back Slowgurk. We can get back Old Rutstein, Titania. We can get back Undead Butler as well, which is very good, or our Prowler here as well. So Body Launderer helps gets back our milled Titanias from the graveyard, so that's why we have it on the list. And we get to our secret spice. Well, not so secretive anymore. Skyfisher Spider, right? It says, sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target non-land permanent. So also great removal when it comes to this list. You can sacrifice your Undead Butler to get back a Titania, to get back a Slowgurk, or to get back a Body Launderer and do this loop over again. Or you can sacrifice something like a Prowler. You can sacrifice something like an insect off of the Old Rutstein. You can even sacrifice a Slowgurk to get back your Argoth from the graveyard if that's the piece that you're missing. So I found this card to be an ace card in this list and a very, very important card. So I do like graveyard lists. I think they synergize. Every graveyard list I've put together so far synergizes very, very well, and most of the cards work really well together, so I'm very happy about this list. When it comes to the mana, 29 lands, we're running some pain lands, some dual lands. I'm running 3 forests because, you know, we need to hit our green sources pretty early in the game. 2 Besajus, 2 Takanumas, and 2 Ottawaras, because we have Slowgurk, so we can use these for their effects and get value off of Slowgurk, and also fill up the graveyard for Titania. And at the very least, if you can't use them, you can legend roll them and they put themselves into the graveyard. So if you have an Ottawara on the battlefield, you can play the other Ottawara, put one into the graveyard. Not very beneficial for your mana count, but it's beneficial for your synergy, and it's beneficial for your game plan, which is to fill up your graveyard with lands. 1 island, 1 swamp. Takanuma is very great here because we can buy back our Titania, Skyfisher Spider, Body Launderer, Slowgurk, all your creatures basically. Within the sideboard here, I just included some things that I thought were very synergistic with this list. Obviously, Old Stick Fingers, I had to cut this. Very slow card for me. It works well in other graveyard decks. Obviously, this deck is a graveyard deck, but it relies on having more lands than creatures in the graveyard. You need more lands than creatures. Old Stick Fingers works very well with a lot of creatures in the graveyard. I also had Tarmogoyf, I think it's called. I had to cut that as well because it relies on creatures as well. Cruelty of Gix. You know, you can buy back your it's a reanimator. Overwhelming Remorse, it synergizes well, but we don't have a lot of creatures usually in the graveyard. We do, but over time, right? It's not just instantly creatures. No, over time we will have creatures in the graveyard, but it's just a slow card, so it's very cuttable. Junji, expensive and requires requires you to have creatures that are worth buying. At the most, we want to get back our Spider and our Titania, and sometimes Slowgurk, nothing else. Maybe Body Launderer through Undead Butler. So I didn't need any of these cards. Shieldred's Restoration is another option as well, but I needed to have creatures and I needed to have lands in this deck. These were the cards that I cut, and I obviously mentioned Gixian Puppeteer. So yeah, with that being said, that does it for the list. Very fun list overall. I have some great games for you guys. You're gonna see Titania meld in those games. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later with another one. Okay, bye. This looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's keep this. Yeah, we're gonna have to lead with this because it comes tapped if we don't have a legendary green creature, right? I don't want to lose life, but if I was to play this, mono black, huh? All right, do we go for teachings? Yeah, we must. Okay. If we're going for teachings, that's fine. Okay. Yep, they might remove this, but at least we'll contend. Alright, Old Rutstein next turn. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. This menace is no joke, right? Slowgurk. Slowgurk changes things, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright. So we need another, or I guess we don't. Yeah, we can lead with the Beseju here. Yep. No attacks. Alright, so we've got 2 lands. Go for the throw, sure. I mean, do we get a land back? Nah. Okay. That's what they want to go for? Sure. Okay. We can buy the Slowgurk back with the Undead Butler here. Yeah, but is that any good? I mean, at least we can double spell. Old Rutstein has to be good. So if we were to mill a land, we can play the Undead Butler. Let's just go for the Old Rutstein here, even though it might get removed, but let's try out our luck here. Cut down. Okay. Mill a land, please. Land, please. Oh, okay. Well, at least now we can double block this. Okay. Alright, what's the play here? Okay. I mean, you just have to, right? Okay. Let's see what happens. At least, oh, they're playing Rakdos. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, mill a land, please. Thank you. And we drew a land. That's pretty good. Okay, so what do we have in the graveyard? We have a Body Launderer. We have a Slowgurk as well. Alright. Let's play the Undead Butler here. Titania. Nice. Okay. Well, that's pretty good, right? Alright. Gixian Puppeteer. No attacks. Another Blood-Tithe Harvester. The only problem is that if we were to buy back Titania, the Harvesters can kill it, right? Iganjo. Alright. Or Otawara, my bad. More milling. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'll get this back, sure. Okay, that's pretty good. We need this to die, though. Well, actually, yeah, if so this can only buy back a Titania. Interesting. Okay. What do we do here? We can just pass. I mean, we can force an attack with this. Would they block it? Let's try it. I think we just get a slow Gurk. Yeah. Okay. Okay. They do end up killing the Slogurk with the other Blood Tide Harvester, but it's fine. Yeah, should be fine. And that's game. Yeah. The board is overwhelming. A lot of synergy going on. Nice. Alright, a ton of lands. Healthy curve. We have colors. Yeah, we're keeping this. A lot of shocked lands though, which is kind of scary, but nice part is we're not going to pay, I guess, 2 damage for this. Let's see what happens though. Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Okay. Alright. It better pay just 1. Mono blue, huh? Maybe not, but that's an opt, isn't it? Do we get a land back? No. Let's consider. Did I say opt? I meant consider. Yeah, that's mono blue. Okay. Should be very interesting here. They can pretty much counter whatever we have. They're going to counter a Slogurk here. So what do we do in this case? Do you just try to go for it? Do we try to go for it? This is very counterable, right? I guess not. Okay. I guess we can hold for a bit. Draw something out of them. Let's see what happens. Still passing. Okay. At least now we can counter. I think we need to keep the lands coming here. Oh, that is perfect. Give me this. That's perfect. Impulse. Impulse can resolve. So what is a thing that we would want to counter? Probably a Fading Hope on the Titania, right? Oh, they just faded this. That's fine by me, right? Yeah. Sure. Interesting. We need to resolve this Body Launderer then. Yeah. Or do we go for the Slogurk? This way we can play this untapped as well. And we can play this as well. I do like that. A 1 mana thing, huh? Yeah, they might have another Fading Hope here. Okay. So how many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Titania lands, but we need to keep up with our mana. Should I take this? I'll take it. I think we can mill more pretty easily. Slogurk is going to get significantly bigger. No attacks. Okay. I don't care. I don't mind about that. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's pretty good for them. Alright. Submit 0. We don't want any more lands. And a haughty Jin makes an appearance. Sure. Okay, well, this is pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Yeah, let's just go for it. We have a counter spell as well. I mean, we can pay for it, right? Let's not waste a counter spell. Okay. So far, it's pretty good. No stick from our opponent here. Nothing at all. Can easily pass. Yep. Pretty good so far. Oh yeah, this is really good actually. Let's turn up the aggression on our end and see what happens. You can always take the block with the body launderer here. I think they're in a tough spot, unless they have another haughty Jin. Okay. They're thinking. Pretty interesting game so far. They're at 6 mana. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is that the rope? Are you actually thinking, opponent, or did you just quit? I think they quit. It doesn't take that much to think when you have 3 cards in hand. Where's my Titania, though? Yeah. Yep. Alright, so if that's the rope, then GG's, and I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright. No black or blue source. So that's a mulligan. And this is still pretty good. And this is really good. So, I think we keep the teachings here. We take the butler out since we have the Titania in hand. And we have to keep Slogurk because if... Well, actually, no. Do we? Do we have to keep Slogurk? We're taking Slogurk out. Yep. Because we already have this, right? We already have the land. Also, we need 2 cards that mill a lot, so that hopefully we can mill a lot of lands and get to Titania early. Yeah, so what is this? Add 1 mana of any color, okay. Sure. Man, we should have put the teachings down first. Yeah. Get it going. It's better sequencing, right? It obviously has priority since it's a saga. But no worries. And we also drew the Slogurk, so that's pretty good. Alright, we have 2 lands already in the graveyard, so that's a good sign. I think we Do we go for the Titania? Or do we go for the Slogurk, actually? Try to draw out their removal, right? Okay. Or do we go for the teachings? Options. The most mana efficient play has to be Slogurk here. A Titania I can't play because they might, you know, remove it easily. But we have an Undead Butler. We can get the Titania back, right? Yeah? Alright, stack first. Yeah, we can get the Titania back. Playing 3 colors, obviously. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Slogurk before the mill mechanic. Corpse Appraiser. Oh, they're gonna remove my Titania. That sucks. That's absolutely horrible. We didn't even mill a land. Bro, that's insane. Alright. Of course. Well, at least we don't have another Titania in the graveyard. That would suck. Okay, so this is the part where the deck is kind of horrible against Appraisers and against is old Rutstein good for us? We can take the damage, I guess, for now. Man, we should have played this first. But I am planning to play the Body Launderer here. Okay. Sure. Yep. The Seiju. Do I want that? Sure. They're down to 6. Okay, so now what? A braid on that? Okay. Really? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll happily do that. Sure. Give me that. Oh. That is very, very, very interesting. It has to be this, right? Sure. Liliana of the Veil. Yeah, they're gonna discard this Titania. Yikes. Really? Does it say sacrifice another creature? Yes, it does. It does say that. So if we were to get the spider, how about old Rutstein? How bad would that be? Not bad at all, actually. Yeah.
Off you go.
That's pretty good. Okay. Do we attack the Liliana, or do we attack here? They'd have to block with one of them. Well, all of them, right? Yeah, I think that's game anyway. If they block here, and they block here, yeah, they're taking 6. If they double block here, they can survive. Really? But that's game, opponent? Yep. Sure. Nice. Down to 2. Play Titania. Okay. Keep the Cascade in hand. Yeah, that's fine.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Because it synergizes well with Liliana's discard for Slowgurk and also Titania. Shieldred. Yeah, that's pretty much game. Titania's gonna meld. Nice, and we get all the lands back. That has to be really good. Yikes. Okay. Wait, did we not draw a card? Oh, draw, yeah. Sure. Sure. That's pretty much game. Let's target the swamp since I'm a black player anyway. Or my favorite color is black, so extra fun. Nice, so we melded Titania. Cut down, funny. Okay. Not quite good enough, opponent. Not good enough at all. GG's. Nice. 22 damage. That was pretty good. That was really good. Nice. What an interesting, awful hand. Alright, this is a tiny bit better, I guess. But we are going to keep this. And we are going to take out one of the pain lands here. The Demir one. That's the right call, isn't it? So this is turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Possibly Takenoma as well. Yeah, we have 2 green sources for the Titania. Teachings should be good as well. Man, what a card. What a fun card. Very fun. Especially when you have a lot of lands in the graveyard. Okay. Let's get gaming. Yavimaya Coast. Nice sleeves. Okay. Decent mills. Decent mills. They might have removal in hand, so this is kind of scary. Blood Tithe Harvester is also scary, because if they have 2 of them, they might end up killing the Titania. Our hand is pretty awful, to be honest. Okay. Maybe I should switch out the negate for like a Malevolent Hermit. Maybe. If they kill the Titania, we have Takenoma, right? How bad can it be? Yeah. We only have 1 land in the graveyard. Friend? What are you doing? Oh, burn damage as well. Cut down. Yeah. No lands? They must have land. Okay. That is fine. I mean, we have backup. Okay. So we're going to hold up the negate and the Takenoma here, obviously. If it's something that's not worth negating, we're just going to use the Takenoma here. Get the Titania back. Hopefully mill some lands as well. Okay. We have a backup removal with the spider. Man, the spider is really good in creature decks. I really like that. Such a decent card. Oh, that is not going to happen, friend. That's not going to happen, friend. And we keep playing against decks that have Corpse Appraisers, bro. we have decent lands in the graveyard, so that's pretty good. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, so we can play Titania and protect it. Protect her. Alright. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. When you do, exile target non-creature card. When you do, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Alright, we don't need to attack. We actually need this to be a sacrifice fodder for our spider. So we can hold off for a bit. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay, I mean, man, I need to protect this Titania. They might play a land here. It's very obvious that we have a counterspell in hand. Oh, that's annoying. Blast Zone is annoying. Oh, perfect draw. Man, we needed to mill some lands desperately. What a perfect draw. A land, please. Nice. Okay. We're gaming. We are a bunch of gamers. We just need to protect this Titania for one turn. So can they activate Blast Zone? I don't think so. Not this turn, at least. Right? They need to spend all their mana putting counters, and then they need to spend 3 more mana to activate it. Well, it taps when they put counters, so. And Negate is such a clutch card at this very moment, because we can just protect the Titania against removal. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Sure. I'll trade. Because we can always use the butler and buy something else back, right? Like another spider. Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Yeah, doesn't seem like they're getting rid of this Titania. That's pretty good. Nice. I like that. Slow Gurk also. Well, we can't play that now. We have to protect this Titania. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. What you got, opponent? Down to 9. We're gonna pass here. Slogurk is just going to be our recovery card. We have no lands in the graveyard. We have no ways to mill. So playing Slogurk is just a dead play anyway. We can always buy back the Titania if they go for Blast Zone, which is not a problem. Sure. Sure. But we have no lands in the graveyard anymore, which kind of sucks. Are they going to activate it? So does that work on the Titania? Yeah, it does, obviously. Okay. Oh, that sucks, bro. Come on. Man, Blast Zone. They just had the right card. Okay. That is really terrible for us. Really? We didn't mill a land. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, Blast Zone was just very interesting. I guess that's what they kept with the other Corpse Appraiser. Shieldred. Why did I do that, bro? Okay. We have enough mana for Make Disappear, that's for sure. Nice part is we have Body Launderer, Puppeteer as well. Well, we're gonna go for the Launderer here. Oh, yeah, they did have the Make Disappear. Okay. Sure. I mean, we have to get this Launderer, right? Okay. I do like this deck a lot. I think it's pretty good. Relatively low curve. Very interesting list. Another Titania, but no... Well, we can mill, right? With this land. Let's mill first. I do want to hold up some negate. They passed with a lot of mana open. So, I mean, you can play Titania first, then mill, so you can get value. But do we really need the value? You milled the land. That's pretty good. That is really good. Make a bear as well. Should be good. Okay. Alright. So if... Sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We're not going to play Titania just yet. So if they kill the Slogurk, we don't really get any value off of it. So I'm just going to counter this Infernal Grasp. They might have another counterspell in hand. They have negate, yeah, sure, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna get this back for sure. Or cancel. You don't need it. Submit 0. Man, we do need this teachings though. Okay. But if they have another appraiser, they can exile our Titania again. Yeah, we can't risk having that. Yeah, we can't have that. Okay. Sure, discard this. Take action. We're going to gain 9 life. Why not? We have another one in the graveyard. Very interesting game so far. Nice. GG's. Man, nobody can contest with this. Nice. Alright. We're going to mulligan. This hand is terrible. Because we have no mill. No mill. Okay, this is perfect. No blue source though, so Slogurk has to go, I guess. We have Old Rutstein. Okay, let's keep the Slogurk. We might draw that blue source. Or Old Rutstein might make treasures. Teachings is very good. Very good. It's just a ton of value. Yep. Okay. Play that first because we don't have a legendary creature, obviously. So that's going to come in tapped. Blood Tide Harvester. Okay. No blue source still. Well, we have 2 blue cards in hand. We milled 2 Body Launderers, bro. And an Undead Butler. Unlucky. Yeah, they might have a Trespasser in hand. If they do, this game is just going to be extremely difficult. It seems like I always get paired up against Graveyard Hate, or decks that run a lot of Graveyard Hate. They might have a Fable here. They're definitely never going to pass like that. Another Harvester. Makes things more difficult for us. I think they're playing a... interesting. They might be playing an Anvil deck here. Nice. That's a great mill. That's really good. Okay. This way we can play Slogurk at least, or hold up negate. All right, they're gonna kill the old Rutstein here. That's a good card, isn't it? It's a very good card. Has value. Spider. Yeah. Okay. It says destroy target non-land permanent, so they might get rid of this. But it's gotta be the Rutstein, right? Yep. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll trade all day. All day, friend. That is a terrible decision from you. How about Titania? How about that? Hold up a negate to protect the Titania here. Anvil. You've been waiting for that. That's not gonna happen. Alright, so we're still stuck with the main problem. And they killed the Titania. Yep. which is the blue source, the dreaded blue source. Please draw that. Please draw that blue source. Please. Alright, we're gonna have to mill. I think we're gonna have to use this to mill. Virus Beetle, yeah. Slowgurk is gone. Okay. We're gaining life, which is pretty good, and we have three lands in the graveyard now. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. All right, I want them to discard this. Hopefully, they play something that that can discard this. Another anvil. Oh, yikes. Okay. I think they're gonna go for the anvil here. They went for the land. Oh, are you playing Invoke Despair? Fable? Okay. Please discard this, friend. Please. You can gain 2 life. Is this a good block for me? Maybe. Should I put a stop and mill? Oh, come on, bro. Oh. How are you this lucky? Okay. Yeah, the deck is now operating at a very, very slow pace. Like we're just not drawing. We're never going to draw our mill mechanics, it seems like. They brought this back. Yeah, they have to crack it again. Okay. 2 lands. Perfect. Okay. At least they get lands. Lame. Alright, we have lands in the graveyard now. But we just need to have this die. We need to. Okay. We need to draw better too. They're definitely drawing better than we are. Do I need a Bankbuster in this list? I don't know. Alright, they're not drawing good too. Yet, but they're bettering their chances with these blood tokens, that's for sure. Another Fable, of course. Epicure, okay. That's good. Oh, that's decent, I guess. Decline. Sure. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna keep offering this. So they can never kill this, right? It's very bad for them to kill this. We still have 30 cards in the deck, so we can use this comfortably and just mill and make creatures and try to apply pressure that way. If they don't, you know, if they're not having us get our Titania back. Very, very slow game. What's your plan, opponent? No plan. Okay. Oh. Smart. They're gonna keep doing that, huh? Okay. Oh, come on, bro. Can't even get to keep my removal. They're going to keep doing that, which is so annoying. Oh, I just lost my land too. 1, 2. See, this is why meld is absolutely terrible. It's never going to be a thing like ever. It's just a fun mechanic, that's about it. It will never be competitive. Because of mechanics like the reflection, you just cannot do anything. It pairs so well with just about everything. It pairs well with discard, it pairs well with sacrifice, it pairs well with just about anything that can get copied. Okay. Finally. I'll get the Titania back anyway. Or maybe we can get the spider back. Kill one of these reflections. End this cycle. They can copy this as well, bro. Oh my god. Alright, we need to get the spider back, unfortunately. We need to find other ways to win. Okay. We need to find some other ways. Oh man. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna keep this in hand. I'm gonna pass. This way we have something to discard for the virus beetle. We need to keep cards in hand that we can discard, or we can use to discard. It can kill the old Rutstein here and attack. But they won't use the virus beetle. That's a good sign, right? Alright, so we have two more of these Argoth lands left. And we have 2 Titanias. Yep. They're gonna do that. Funny. Sure. You just got fooled, opponent. You got fooled. Alright. I got fooled as well. Nice. That's pretty good. That's a draw, right? You milled another Titania. Well, they can easily kill the Titania. That's the thing with the spider, right? So we have to be careful. They're gonna do the virus beetle thing again, which is kind of lame. We're down to 16 cards. We're nowhere close to killing them. We need to find a way to end this loop. Please do it. I mean, it's not like we're benefiting off of it anyway. Yeah, they managed to find a loop that is almost unbeatable, to be honest. Okay. They're just going to keep doing that, I think. We milled the other Titania. They can attack. Yeah, they're just going to keep doing that. Yep. Alright, finally. Now that's a draw. Finally, we drew something. Alright. It's been very lame so far of a game, to be honest. Our opponent is just being just such a like an insect with this mechanic. And we had to go after the reflection. We couldn't go after this because reflection can also copy this, can also copy this, so it's just a busted card that we have to get rid of, right? Even if we get back a Titania, there's no way we can... They need to find other ways to win here now. Oh, clutch. Okay, that's enough of you. Alright, let's kill this. Gain that life, sure, why not? Gain that life. Take action. So... we're missing the land. Slogurt can get us the land back, but... I think we need to stop milling, so I'm gonna get the spider back. We can no longer win through Titania, I think. We have to stop the milling here. We need to start attacking too. Okay. It connects. 3 cards in hand. Opponent, they have their own old Rutstein. Okay, treasure token, that's better. And the land, that's pretty good. GG's. Oh my god, they gave up. Yeah, the onslaught, it was going to continue. Man, that was not a fun game. Well, I mean, it was a grind, but it wasn't that much fun.